Get your hands in the air now. Right now, right now. I said it goes like this. Her name was Lois Lane, and it wasn't their fault. They couldn't help but gawk when she walked into the room. She had on cheap perfume, some kind of jealous gloom. These boys would act like they would laugh, but I could tell they wanted to follow her back to her room. As for myself, I put the notion right on the shelf. How hard it is to be blown away, 'cause I could clearly not withstand the damage of falling for Miss Lois Lane. She started walking out, walking out, walking out, when I decided to plead for her heart. She shine, shine. They would stare and you know why, all dolled up like it was prom night. And I can't help but think of her right now, right now. 'Cause her name was Lois Lane, and it wasn't their fault, their fault. They couldn't help but gawk when she walked into the room. She had on cheap perfume, some kind of jealous gloom. These boys would act like they would laugh, but I could tell they wanted to follow her back to her room. 'Cause her name was Lois Lane, her name. As for myself, I put the notion right on the shelf. How hard it is to be blown away. I clearly could not withstand the damage of falling for Miss Lois Lane. My name is Clark, and I love her.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Real Uncommon Podcast. It's our 178th live stream, and happy Aloha Friday. We've made it to the end of the weekend, guys. We are here. It is time to relax and chill and have a good time. VeVeverse got announced today, guys, and so it's very awesome that we have MasterRoni in the studio today, not necessarily to talk about the VeVeverse, but just to talk about him and in general. But guys, before we even start anything, we got to get D into the studio. D, how are you?
Hello, everybody. Happy Aloha Friday. No work till tomorrow. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Happy Aloha Friday, everybody. Happy Aloha Friday to you, Hinano, and the chats. Thank you all for being here. How are you, Hinano? It's an early one for us today, but it's all good. And then,
I'm good. I'm so good, guys. I'm off today. This is like one of the rare moments where it's like a job got canceled. I mean, well, obviously I was gonna, come in early anyway, but like I didn't have to go into work early. I don't have to go into work after this. It's awesome, you guys. I'm having such a great day. We had the announcement that the VeVeverse is coming. Finally, I've been wanting to get in there. I'm a big Sim City type of person and a world builder type of guy, so I'm looking forward to that. So really awesome. Not to mention, I went on a shopping spree last night. I went on to Stacker World and I looked at all the secret rare comic books, and they're selling for like 14 gems. So I bought a ton of them last night. I'm like, this is insane. So yeah, I'm styling. I'm doing good. It's Aloha Friday. For the people in the back of the room that has never experienced the show before, what Aloha Friday is about, it's basically a virtual trip to Hawaii where you get to come into our virtual living room and talk story with us. And then within that talk story session, we have an organic conversation with our guests, and hopefully we provide you guys good content in that process. Anything I'm missing, Dee?
You basically just kind of said all that in a nutshell. Yeah, we just like to get a little bit personal as the guest wants to get. We don't need their social security numbers and all that stuff or their address.
Well, I don't think they got that over there. The social security number.
Well, I don't know how it works, but we just want to engage with people and just talk to them like they're hanging out with us here in Hawaii, and maybe not at the beach, but like on our couches in our living room and just having a good time.
Yeah.
So that's what
Now,
it's all
guys,
about.
before we get MasterRoni on, we have a word commercial break from our sponsor. We will be right back.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Have you ever worried about your planet being destroyed?
Yeah, all the time. Cylon Raiders could be anywhere. That kinetic energy's got me all jumping.
Don't worry, the Silent Base Star is nothing to fear.
The Galactica and Cylon Base Star are both available on the VeVe Digital Collectibles app.
What the frack are you waiting for? Grab yours today.
Oh, we nailed that. We nailed that. Let's go.
I worded that wrong. That is not our sponsor. Basically, guys, catch VeVe Radios every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. They had episode 5 with Chris Severs, and then coming on episode 6, they're gonna have Mahalo Joe. So tune in to next week Tuesday as well. But I think we have taken the time long enough for MasterRoni. Let's get him in, shall we, D?
Yes, let's bring him in.
All right, guys, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, MasterRoni.
Thank you for having me. That was an amazing intro, by the way. I love it.
Hey, hopefully you didn't get wet coming across the pond and a few bodies to get to us, man. How are you?
I'm good. Great. You? What about you guys?
Oh, we're doing good, man. It's a little bit hot, so it's like 11:30 in the morning for us. So it's just like peak humidity for us right now. So if you hear any cars or chickens outside, because we have the windows all open. I've got like this is what we call the Hawaiian air conditioning. It's called a fan. So that's what's happening with us. What about you, man?
I'm jealous. I wish I was there. It's so cold in this UK weather. It's not fun. It's not fun at all.
How cold is it?
How cold is it?
Well, in degrees, I don't know why it's 12 degrees. So I don't know. We need to ask ChatGPT for that.
12 degrees.
12 degrees?
I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, today's a hot day, but it's still very cold. It's raining
That's
every
a
day.
hot day.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So,
no, that's freezing for us.
When we went to Vegas, we got off the plane and I looked at my phone. It's like 45 degrees. And Dee's from a very rural island where it's 100% humidity and it's just 100% hot. And I said, "Hon, you better go put on your jacket because you go freeze your ass when you walk out of this plane." And sure enough, you have like all that smoke coming out and stuff. It was funny, but
yeah, it was funny, but not. You still got to get used to it. But I'm glad I packed a lot of long pants. Otherwise, I would have been freezing my butt off.
Yeah, it's funny. They told us, Ronnie, that like, oh yeah, bring some swim trunks. We can all go swimming. I'm like, you want to go swimming in like 45-degree weather? I can imagine 12-degree weather. It must be worse. So yeah, it's a heated pool. I think I'll pass. You got to walk out of the pool after that, right? So
right. Ugh, no, cannot. Anyway. Yeah. We're like rambling on about that. Anyway, thank you, Ronnie, for coming on. And
thank you.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome just to talk to you and hearing about, I don't know, well, you were in the stream with Corey and MC, so that's exciting stuff coming. Because I know some of your work also got showcased previously. But we just kind of want to have a regular conversation with you and just get to know you a lot more, because we've never really like conversated before, except like maybe some comments in the chats and whatever. But yeah,
I'm in the Discord more. That's where I live every day, in the Discord voice chat. So I have my friends there that I talk literally every day, every minute of my life in Discord. But I'm not I don't know. I guess it didn't happen for me to be in the X spaces too much. Even though I just listened, but I should jump in more and talk, but for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the Discord does get a little busy, and so I don't know how you can keep up with it. I mean, maybe you have your own flow of, what you need to check and like how you go down your line, but I'm not as active as I used to be before. I'm like, oh my gosh, like so many things to like check. But now that I'm part of the Women X VeVe channels, I kind of like bookmarked a few channels on the server thing, so I know like, okay, this is what I check first, so it's a lot easier for me. And yeah, I do see you in there as well. So
Yeah, I'm in the voice chat every day for sure. When I'm free, even when I'm working, when I'm driving, I'm there. But it's a lot.
oh
Discord is fun. Yeah, that's where everything started for me, and that's where I made a lot of friends. And yeah.
I like that. I
okay.
love the fact that because like for me, for my avenue, I found my friends on Twitter, but like I've heard similar stories where people came into this through the Discord and so forth. And for me, I've always said that we've always been in this type of VV verse because if you really think about it, we're in a digitized realm right now, trying to talk to each
That's
other. You're
true.
across the
That's very
pond, so that's kind of how I always looked at it. But I love the fact that regardless where we all kind of came or where we all originated from or where we hang out the most, we can all find each other and come together sooner or later. The announcement today with VVverse is just one culmination of that. But before we even start about, let's say, where you hang out now in your digital realm, let's kind of turn around. Let's go back into time. Let's go back into the Wayback Machine. Let's jump into your DeLorean. Let's go back to the beginning. And I kind of want to talk about your origin stories and kind of find out how you found this place. So if you could kind of tell us how you got into VeVe, how you started your collecting journey. Was it in VeVe? Was it before that? Let us know how you found this place.
okay. So I think I started collecting probably like 6, 7 years ago when I first moved in UK. Yeah, probably like 7 years ago. Started collecting Funkos, Marvel. I was a huge hey Magic. I was a huge Marvel fan. Um, and then 1 or 2 years passed, and I believe I found out maybe about from a YouTuber called Andre Jake. Yeah, these are all
Oh,
my friends from
Yeah,
or the backdoor. I'm happy to see them here. Um,
nice.
let's go.
yeah, so yes, I didn't got too serious at the beginning, but then yeah, I started literally. I was hooked when I could see everything in AR, all the IPs I loved, like everyone else, So yeah, that's how it started. It's pretty simple.
Nice. So from your origins, what was like the first drop you went for? Kind of give us your first day experiencing the app. Like your first drop. Did you go through the same things that we did? So like a good example, let me frame the question better. When I went for my first drop was the Voltron drop. And what I didn't realize is you can't be late. So for me, drops either is at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning. Hawaii Standard Time. So I showed up at 6:01 and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get me a Voltron. And I went and looked at the app. I'm like, what the hell? Everything's sold out. And then I'm like, why are there two stores? There's the marketplace and there's a regular store. And so it took me a while to figure out what was going on. So I got frustrated when I found out I couldn't buy it on the drop. And then these things were going for a lot of money at the time, because everything was just kind of like it was the excitement, it was the NFT boom. So I was very frustrated. So I ended up like not buying anything that first time. And it took me a while to buy a collectible, which was the DeLorean, actually. That was my first thing. So kind of give us a history on your first drop. How did you feel? What was that feeling for you?
Honestly, I don't remember the exact drop. I have a bad memory, so probably wasn't that important. But I remember vividly the golden moments. That's where everything started for me, seriously.
Yeah.
So yeah, the golden moments, and then other big drops like Ultra Rare Steamboat Willie. I remember I hit the Ultra Rare on the drop, so that was like I still
Nice.
remember. When you get those drops and you get so excited, you remember vividly even after years. That's what I had a lot of. That's why I love VeVe because it gives you
It's a
that
lot of this,
adrenaline.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We had to learn like everything, like the timing. We used to use
Yeah.
those
I
timer
never used the
websites, whatever.
massage gun. Never used the
No, me
massage gun.
neither. No, I used to always hit. I always hit drops. I was not always, but I was pretty lucky. I guess
Yeah.
because the UK was a good area. I don't know, but I was pretty lucky. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Did you have like a special place that you had to go to in your closet or
Wait,
somewhere?
wait till you see my. I still do it when there's an important drop. So I have a routine. My
Hmm.
routine is pretty crazy. So of course we reset the router and everything. I dry up my hands so I can be quick with my fingers, and I restart my phone, and then I put it in the freezer. I put my phone in the
What?
freezer.
In the
In the
freezer?
freezer.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh, so
joking.
it doesn't
Yeah,
overheat?
yeah. So the processor is always, you know, even though I have always bought the latest iPhone, that's one of the other reasons I'm always trying to have the latest so it can be as quicker. Now these days, obviously, we don't need it anymore, but that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
back in the day. Yeah, I'll put my phone in the freezer, and somehow my whatever I was doing, it was working. So yeah, that
Oh,
was
okay.
exciting. Yeah.
I gotta remember that one. Put it in the freezer.
Yeah,
But that
put it in
makes
the
Yeah,
sense.
so
freezer.
I still
Cool
do
it
it.
down.
It's
You still
probably
do it.
it's probably just in my mind, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. But
No,
yeah.
no, no. So I'm in communications, and I deal with a lot of server rooms. I do a lot of installations in there, and that's one big ice box. That's literally like a little. But I wouldn't leave the phone in the freezer too long.
No,
You
just
know what I
one,
mean?
one or
Yeah,
2 minutes. I know 3 minutes. I always
yeah.
look at my watch, and that's it.
Okay.
1 or
Yeah,
2
it's
minutes,
actually
then you
fine.
gotta flip it on the other
Yeah,
side. Another 2
I'm at
minutes.
work. Sometimes I'm at work, and then my colleagues say, "Why you put your phone in the freezer?" Well,
It's like, hey, where's your phone,
you
master? I
you
left
wouldn't
it in the
understand.
freezer.
Yeah.
No.
Let's call
You
it.
you wouldn't understand. It's complicated.
Oh
Oh,
man.
that's funny.
Yeah.
So you started in VV. We know your method of madness and how you went for these drops, but like let's get to the collecting aspect of VV itself. So were you always a collector, and if so, what did you collect before, or did VV kind of get you on this path of collecting?
Yeah, VeVe got me into that. I was
Okay.
not. I started with a few Funkos, but then when I got into VeVe, I just got hooked, and I started buying crazy like Pokemon cards. I collect a lot of stuff. I have Pokemon cards, Funkos, comic books, you name it, whatever. A Dragon Ball. I have a lot of stuff here. I don't know if you can see them. I have
Yeah,
my
yeah.
VeVe shelf here, Dragon Ball stuff.
You
I have
see
a
a
lot of
Dragon
stuff.
Ball up on the top, right?
Yeah. I'm a
Nice.
huge Dragon Ball fan. I have even tattooed Dragon Balls and stuff.
Oh yeah,
And
look at
then
that.
and of course the piece of resistance.
There you go. That's the chef's kiss right there, right?
Yeah,
Nice. You said
I'm
you
a
have a
fan.
Marvel.
I love Vivi.
So you said you have a Marvel Mighty collection. I have right here because D gave me some
Yeah,
notes, specifically your Marvel Mighty collection. Um, what type of character is your favorite in the app? Specifically, if we're talking about your Marvel Mighty collection, like is there a specific hero that you resonate with the most? And if it is, why?
my all-time favorite here is by far Thor. Probably not so much in the app, just because I wish they released the movie version. Even though I
Yeah,
collect a lot of Thor's like comic books, obviously the FA comic books and the premium collectibles. But yeah, Thor is my favorite by far. But if I would say what would be my favorite in VV, I'll probably put the Ultra Red Darth Vader. It's just something about it, the way it looks and animation and everything about it. So yeah,
yeah.
I'll go with Ultra Red Darth Vader.
Plus, Darth Vader is, I mean, he's a Sith Lord, right? And he's the first digital collectible ever in digitized form. So I can completely resonate with that. For me, the hero that I resonate the most with in the app is Batman. I've had the same PFP on my VV account, shoot, since I started in 2021 we got here, D? It's been so
Yeah, late
long already.
2021. Yeah.
Yeah, 2021. So, and it's the which Batman is that? It's the Jason Fabok Batman. It's one of my favorite Batmans in the app. Not necessarily the Todd, even though I have one, but that one specifically right there. D, anything you want to add to this conversation? And don't mind the baby, guys.
Yeah. Now, with you guys, what you're talking about, the one that resonates more with you, for me is I have the Jubilee. She's like, her and Storm are my favorite Marvel characters. I mean, I'm mainly into DC, but if we're talking about Marvel, yeah, the Storm and Jubilee are the one that I like the most, just because I think Storm is such a badass. Like watching her, in movies and cartoons, and Jubilee is just like firecrackers, like fireworks, just pew
Have you seen
pew.
the new animated series, the X-Men animated series?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh
Storm
yes.
is amazing in that. Yeah.
She is
Yes.
amazing, and
Yeah.
she is like in her element. I love the fact. I mean, she just looks like very what they call that, like a ultra mutant level type of thing, right? Like she just
Omega level. Omega
that's it,
level.
Omega
Omega
level. She's
level.
just badass, man. So
Yeah,
how'd you like the series? Did you enjoy it?
I love it. I'm a huge Marvel fan, so I never miss anything. Yeah, for sure. It's something
okay.
about X-Men I love. It's those specific colors they use in the comic books. It's nostalgia for me. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like all those kind of like the colors to me kind of have like that rose beige type of look. You know what I mean? It's very very
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
saturated.
yeah.
So
I love that. Yeah,
but the intro, in fact, the intro is my
It's his
ringtone for
ringtone.
for
really.
X-Men 97. It just gets you
Yep.
pumped right when you hear it. So like when I first heard it for the second time, because they had like a teaser on X, and I just told D right away, oh my gosh, this is bringing me back to the 90s, because I remember watching the original X-Men series. It came on at Saturdays for me, but it was on at 5 in the morning, so it was like a VeVe drop for me. I had to get up at 4:30. I used to pop popcorn. My parents would always be dead asleep, so I had the whole house to myself. And then I used to like put a pillow around the TV. I had one of them knob TVs, and I had like just snacks, and I just sit there and be a couch potato for 2 hours. You know, you'd have X-Men, you'd have Power Rangers. Sometimes they have reruns of the real Ghostbusters, but the X-Men, that was the best time right there. I used to collect those cards, those top cards, and they had the power level of all the X-Men behind. So then we used to pretend as kids to be one of these guys because we knew what the power level was. Shout out to Multiple Man. But anyways, I'm a big geek. D,
I don't remember Multiple Men.
you don't remember Multiple Man? He was part of the X
No.
Factor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for
That's
me,
okay.
like the X-Men series, I never really got into it when I was younger. Only just the recent one that came out last year. I know people are like, "What? You never watched that?" I'm like, "No, I had other things I had to do besides watching cartoons on the weekend. I couldn't do that for a long time." Um, but anyways, back to your collection. What are you planning to do? Or I saw you in the chats. Like, are you planning to do something with your mighties? Some kind of gym thing? I thought I saw you mentioning that you wanted like use your mighties at the gym,
I
like in
think.
the
Did you saw a comment on YouTube?
yeah when we're
I
in the
think
chat.
I think I was talking about VeVeverse, yeah, because I build a mighty gym. That's how I call it, mighty gym in the VeVeverse. Basically, I build a gym. I have downstairs in the ground level a gym with dumbbells and everything, and then
Mm-hmm.
upstairs you go. I have stairs and I have mighties on all the walls, exposed like in a cube, some sort of cubes. I'll show you guys when they're gonna release the NDAs. I can show you.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And
so
then I have like a
cool.
pool table, poker table. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. The VeVeverse to me, it really reminds me of when MySpace first came out. Let me give you an example. So when I was growing up, I had this video store. It was called Specialty Videos. That was our comic store. Because if we dared to talk about comic books in school, we would get pantsed or beat up because nobody liked to talk about that stuff. So we never really had a place where we could hang out in school to talk about our fandoms, to geek and nerd out about the X-Men. So our comic store was kind of like the neutral zone. We could all just geek out over there. They had like those you ever had those video game consoles, or those big box video games where they had like different games from like Neo Geo and stuff like that. So they had like an arcade console in there. They had videos. I think I remember the movie that was playing at the time. It was Alien. My stepmom's an Alien with Kim Basinger. I'm old. I don't know if you know that one, but we used to hang out there a lot. And what I loved about the video store owner, she would let us hang in there. She would let us geek out. She ended up like putting like fold out tables there for us. We could play Rummy. I remember we used to play Rummy over there, but we'd be surrounded with comic books. We could read our comic books in there. We could pretend and geek out. And so for me, now fast forward to now, I feel like the VeVeverse is a good place for like my kids to go and do that stuff. They're already doing that in Roblox and Minecraft and all that. This is another iteration for kids or lovers of fandom to go and culminate. So I look at it as like, this is like MySpace and Facebook all over again, but on a different level, to where people like us who enjoy these fandoms that can interact with each other and enjoy our passions in a construct and a place for us to come and hang out. What do you think about that, MasterRoni?
Yeah, I agree. It has huge potential for sure.
What about you, D?
No, I agree. And I love how they were showing, how to like. They showed it on the live stream that MC and Corey had not too long ago. how like easy it can be, because for me, I'm not like a creative mind or a builder. So to see, those tutorials and how to easily like, do stuff makes it not as scary as like how it may have like seemed earlier on when you're like, oh yeah, the VeVeverse, and you get to create your stuff. It's like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna create? Like, I don't know anything. So to have them show us how easily it can be, um, that's gonna get me like a little bit more pumped up to like actually try and go and build stuff.
You can also live stream there also. Like you can put a YouTube video. You can live stream what you're doing now. You can do it in the VeVeverse also.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
You can. I think you can stream a live YouTube video. Yeah.
I have a crazy idea I want to do. I don't know if it's possible. I know you're under NDA. I'm not going to bug you for any of those questions.
No, it's fine.
But I have well, I don't want to also give up my crazy idea, but there's a certain place I want to build a podcast studio with a certain collectible. And I've had it in my head since 2021 that I've always wanted to. I actually want to live in the thing, but you know what? I don't know. Mm-hmm. That's for another day. But like I really want to like hang out at a specific collectible in a certain place of this collectible and kind of like dig it out. And from what I'm seeing, it's possible to do that. So I just want to get in there and build.
Someone already built a studio.
That's fine. Yeah. But you all know where this one's going to get built. So I'm going to be tight-lipped about that one. But yeah,
it's better to have your plans before, for sure. It's better to have your plans before. Just put it down on a paper or whatever. And then you'll be ready.
When it comes time to build,
When you were growing up, have you ever played like Roller Coaster Tycoon and Sim City or The Sims in general? Like any type of like world building aspect type of game where you used to like build a simulation?
Yeah, when I was young, I think I used to play a game called Age of Empires.
Yes.
Do you remember that one? Yeah.
I do, man. That was fun.
I love that game, yeah.
Yeah, like Settlers and stuff like that.
That was the only building game I used to play for sure.
But it's something similar if you really think about it, right? But instead of like it being a simulation that the algorithm's doing for you, you're creating your own world, and the people in it is your own, I guess, simulation in a sense, right? But it's going to be a fun thing. And since we're kind of talking about the VeVeverse, I guess we can just kind of like get to it because Dee's got some questions in here about the VeVeverse. Dee, I'm going to let you kind of front run that one. You're muted. Sorry.
You're muted.
Okay. Well, she's having some issues there. So you good now?
You're back.
Hello.
No, so we're back for a second.
Dee, can you hear me? Okay. Anyway, how about I ask your question? It's right here. So basically, she's asking when people were doing the beta testing, it wasn't as easy for others like how it was for you. Seeing a bit of your work showcased on the previous live stream with Corey and MC was pretty awesome. Do you have any experiences that helped you to help produce what you created? So basically what she's asking is what inspired you, besides your love of Thor, to create Asgard? I looked at that, by the way. I thought that was really awesome, man.
You know what's funny about Asgard? I don't know. So basically what happened, Corey went in my space and recorded, and my space is so big and intricate, he couldn't, and I told him about it. I told him, okay, you need to go in a certain spot. If you're gonna love this side of it and so on, all the details. It was so big, he couldn't find a specific thing that I told him about. So it's like a huge word. Like it's so big, you can, if you put your human so you can walk, you know what I mean? When you walk, it will probably take you half an hour at least to.
You're kidding, man.
To go on the other side of the world and just explore everything. It's huge. So what was your question? What inspired me to do it?
Yeah, what inspired you to create your entire world?
Thanks.
Well,
I mean, it takes a half an hour to get from one side to the other, right? That's a big inspiration if you think about it.
It was a big experience for me because when I started building Asgard, I had my old laptop, which was crashing every like 10 minutes because how it works, you have shapes, and after depends on your computer. For me, my limit was like 3,500 shapes, for example. So after that, my laptop being not being a high end laptop started crashing, just crashing and I had to restart it every 10 minutes. So that was one of the biggest things. I had to restart my laptop so I can finish the actual space. And then I just use a lot of, in my opinion, the secret is for you to build an amazing space. You just use a lot of reference images and videos. If you have, probably not just use your imaginations, but that's what I did. I just use a lot of reference videos and pictures, and that's how I did it.
Yeah, that's incredible. So how long did it take you to like, because you said it takes like half an hour to just go from one side to the other. So like how much time were you putting in that? Like you just worked on it a little bit like every day?
Yeah, every day, probably like 6-7 months, and I'm still not finished. I still need to go back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Wait,
lot.
you're still so it's gonna take like 2 hours to.
I couldn't finish it because I had my old laptop. Now that I bought a new MacBook, I could easily go there and just continue what I need to do.
Okay.
So then it's a bit of limitation depending on your computer.
So do we have the technology for that? I think we do, right, on our new one.
Yes, we definitely do. It's this one right in front of me. So this one is a what is it? It's a gaming computer. I don't even know what it is.
I'm not good at a gaming computer. I'm not good at a computer. Even if you tell me, I wouldn't know.
It's a Legion.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, Legion sounds good.
No, it's a Lenovo Legion. I believe I've got 32 gigs of RAM on this thing and a powerful graphics card. So, but I mainly use it to run the podcast. I've never used it for gaming, so I guess we're gonna have to use it for the video.
It should be fine. It should be fine.
So, but you know what I like about this is the announcement that they're gonna have the mobile version as well. And I think people need to temper their expectations in terms of mobile versus desktop. You know, I've been in communications for 2 decades. I've been in IT for 2 decades, so I understand that sometimes apps don't work out the same way that they should or advertise, especially 1.0 and especially on mobile. So I think we need to temper our expectations. This is just my own professional opinion. I've never used the software, so I'm just going off of my own experience with other software in the past. But I'm really excited for the fact that they are giving the mobile version as well, because not a lot of people own fast computers. They do not own a PC at all. Some people don't even have like a home, and maybe they just gypsy, and so their phone is their home, right? And they travel. You know, you have digital nomads out there, so it's a beautiful thing, and I love that. What do you think about the mobile version, and have you used it? Oh, I'm sorry, that's a question. Never mind.
It's not. I don't think it's out yet. But from what I've saw in today's stream, they said that it's gonna have some limitation, right? You can just play shapes with your collectibles. Probably you can script and do advanced stuff, from my understanding, which is fine. But yeah, it looks promising for sure. I love it.
Yeah, for now. Because I think like when I have games on my phone, at least on my Android, kind of depending how much memory it uses up, my phone tends to get hot so fast, and like so I can only
put it in the freezer.
Put it in the freezer. So every 30 minutes I'll have to go and put it in the freezer and come back.
You have no idea how much I'm going to use that on her. Because she's always telling me, "Oh man, something's wrong with my phone. Put it in the freezer." Cool.
Yeah, that's like a reset button. Yeah, 2 minutes on
2 minutes.
One side, 1 minute on one side, then turn it over on the other side. But yeah, that's gonna be cool because everyone has, or most people have the phones with them traveling everywhere. That's like the device that everyone has now. So just to have the VeVeverse or like a form of it with you while you're traveling, and you can just work on your space while you're doing that, it's like it's gonna be great. And eventually I'm sure they'll have like updates and upgrade it to be even more like even better with more things that we can do on the mobile app. I mean, right? That's usually how it starts.
Yeah.
A little bit at a time.
It has a lot of potential for sure.
Yeah. And we might have to upgrade our phones maybe.
It's
so I'm still using.
She's basically telling me, Ronnie, she wants a new phone.
No, I have my 12. They're at what, 16 right now? The iPhone?
It's like I got called out on live stream. Are you gonna
No,
buy
I'm
a new
not.
phone?
I'm
Yes,
not
we're buying
telling
Dee a
you
new
to go
phone. We'll
buy
get
me a
Dee a new
phone.
phone. If the VeVe is coming, we gotta get Dee a new phone. Okay, so we're talking about our digital realms here, but can we kind of rewind? Let's go back to Discord because I actually kind of wanna see. I don't hang out in Discord as much. We have our own Discord, and I barely even interact in there. I'm sorry, community. I'll try better. But like I have a hard time multitasking between different social zones. But I do like the Discord aspect. There's a lot of good things about Discord. I love the fact Discord has a voice channel where you can show video. People can interact. You can actually have like an isolated channel where you don't have to have like, say, fudders or anybody kind of go in there and like kind of like, ruin the vibe of what you're trying to create in there. So can you kind of give us the positives of the VeVe Discord? I know it's changed a little bit. Kind of give us your role in that and just give us a preview on why we should attend the Discord and what's so good about it.
Oh, that's a lot. Let me think.
You can take your time, no worries.
The
You're
Discord
putting him
has
on
a
the
lot,
spot.
yeah. I guess the main reason why people want to be in Discord is because it's an official Discord. So every time when someone has any kind of problem with VeVe related, everyone is gonna be there. Like the moderator is gonna be there to help you. They're gonna point you in the right direction to open a support ticket and so on. And then we have so many sweepstakes. It's not even funny. We have
Yeah.
like drop show sweepstakes, weekly sweepstakes. We have a lot of sweepstakes, so a lot of people are there for the sweepstakes, and then we have the voice chats. We have Disney voice chat. That Magic is the big boss there, of course. What else? We have poker chats that again you can play poker and win weekly collectibles.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
There's also your
The
game,
list is big.
right? You
Oh
have also
yeah,
a game that you use. Like, can you kind of tell
I'm so
everyone what
excited
you're
about
doing as
that.
well?
I'm so excited about that. Yeah, I was speaking with Josh, the server lead from Discord,
Mm-hmm.
and one day it came up. We do similar games. We have plenty of games in Discord. We do pretty similar games with what I came up with. But I came up with the idea, why wouldn't I put this type of games in the VeVe feed? And then obviously we're gonna get more people. Like every 4 hours, get more people in the app, interact, have fun. And Josh gave me the green light that in the future we're gonna have VeVe collectibles as giveaways. So that made me super excited because I can help people get free collectibles. So in that sense, I got super excited. So yeah, it's pretty basic game. I do it every 4 hours. And in the future, hopefully, VeVe is gonna sponsor my game and give away a collectible every week. So yeah. And obviously another reason for me to do that, I just did it intentionally so we can get more people in Discord. So they need to claim the VXP in basically in Discord. They need to tag me and then they get the VXP.
So what's the benefit of the VXP? Is that like a point system in Discord? And if it is a point system, what can you use those VXP to do?
So we have an arcade channel, I believe. You exchange your VXP to arcade coins, and with arcade coins, you can literally buy. Sometimes you can buy gems.
Ooh.
Yeah, gems, or I'm not sure if they do it anymore. But you can. There's a lot of used to buy like Pokemon cards from the arcade coins. They just put random stuff that you can use. Yeah, so people they just get a lot of VXP, and because there's a lot of things you can do with it.
Interesting. Dee, did you know all that?
I did
There's
not
a
know
ranking
any of
system.
that.
Ranking system.
So when you change your VXP points to be able to buy the arcade
coins, yeah.
Yeah, so who's is it like community members in there that's like putting stuff out that you could potentially change for, or is that like from VeVe?
From VeVe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know any of that. Like I told you, like I see it sometimes, all the notifications and all the channels that I need to check. I'm like, oh my gosh.
As Matthew said, VXP also helps you to rank up in tiers. Yeah.
Okay.
The higher tier, then you can post. Of course, you can post gifts and all this stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried to do that when I first came in, and then it gave me like the no message, like you're not supposed to do that. I'm like, oh no, was it Galactus that sent me the message like you're not able to post that right now. I'm like, oh, oopsie.
The Devourer of Worlds said no.
Yeah. But that's really cool. Yeah, like I said, I gotta get more on the Discord. It just gets too much sometimes, like trying to keep up with the notifications. And most of the time I think it's there's just so much activity in like the language chats, like the because there's all these the French, the Portuguese, like all the different language chats is always so busy. And I mean that's good though, because that shows that there's a lot of people from all different parts of the world, like in VeVe, and you don't realize that because maybe they're not on X, which I'm on most of the time, but they're in Discord, and that's like their safe place.
Yeah, it's a lot. Probably the German communities that are the most active in their own channel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's
That's
a lot of
cool.
channels that we have the welcome channel that I have access to, and always help people when there's a new user and they first come into the VeVe Discord. The welcome channel is the only channel they can see. So we just point them in the right direction. Now, since they changed the stuff and they changed rules and the server is plus 18, so new users, they need to KYC, and that's a bit problematic because it's not really a KYC. So when people hear, "Oh my God, I need to give you my personal information," it's not that. So it's just a form of them verifying your account. You just post a collectible for whatever 1 million 1 million gems, for example, and a moderator just checks that you are a real person and you're done. That's the KYC. So a lot of people I've noticed that are a bit of, "Oh, I don't want a KYC," but that's not really a KYC. And they can't really change the name of the. Because
I was one of those people. I was one of those people until
like,
one of your mods.
Well,
until one of your mods told me that that's not exactly what it is, and it's what you actually told us. And Raven, I haven't done it yet. I will, because basically you just have to verify a collectible. You guys, that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was talking with Josh about that today, and I told him, "Hey, look, there's so many people that they don't like." We don't understand, and he said that he might just do a separate video explaining better what it is, so people don't get scared, basically.
Yeah, maybe word it differently, or just explain to them like it says KYC, but it's really not what it like. No government issue ID, no social security card, no birth certificate, any of that.
I'm getting on it, Raven. I'm getting on it.
Just calling you out live.
You should come play poker with us. It's so fun.
And she's our mod too, by the way. So
really.
I'll get on it though.
I think I gotta make it in there to just kind of see how like the games are. I've been on the Cupcakes channel and the Women X VeVe one, and they were doing the Rumble games, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I gotta get into like just to kind of see, like I suck at like poker. I've never really played actually. So I mean, just to get in there, and you can just like watch people, or you have to participate once you're in there.
You can also watch people play poker if you just want to watch, for sure.
Yeah,
but it's easy. A lot of people learn poker literally on Discord, and now they win collectibles every week. And one of those person is VeVe Magic. She didn't know to play poker.
Oh yeah, she takes everyone's lunch.
and she wins all the time.
I know. I hear that all the time. But yeah, I gotta go back in and just take the time. Like Matthew has said, you can turn off the notifications. I do turn off the notifications, but for me, being like I don't know if it's just an OCD thing. Like when I see like the next to the channels, like the little thing that you have a new notification, even though it doesn't pop up on my phone to check it, like I have to make sure it's cleared, or it just drives me nuts. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna touch this because I know I'm like, once I clear a channel,
100 notifications in a day. I don't know how you distinguish them all. I hear all the time is bing, bing, bing.
Yeah,
it's probably going on right now.
Yeah, but I gotta get rid of those numbers, or it just drives me crazy. And I tried to do that when I first got into VeVe in 2021, and I just can't keep up because as soon as you clear a channel, it'll fill up again because that's just how active it is. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna put myself a timeout and just leave.
I never check my notification. Who knows how many notifications I have in Discord?
Probably have.
I never check them.
Yeah, it's probably like you know how when they can't actually tell you the number, so it just says like 250 and then just the plus sign. That's probably how much you have, like 1K plus. You gotta go in and check it out. But yeah, that's really cool. I saw the master games that you also had on the VeVe feed, and the first one that I tried to guess was when you were on BE's channel, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this for sure. And as soon as I went in to check, I'm like, oh, someone else already won it.
What was it? Which one was it?
It was the one I thought it was Black Panther. What was it here? Okay, I'm getting lost now because I put in like the wrong. It was the boots. Whose boots was it? It was the black boots.
Blade.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh man,
that was a hard one because you can see collector from the front, but when he has the other leg down, the other boot, you can't see it at all. So I tried to take a picture in the air with a part of the collector, but that people can see it and not too familiar with it. So I try to make it a bit harder sometimes.
Yeah, and then the one that was the answer was Namor. I'm like, oh, I guess that completely wrong, because they look like I thought it was the one of the cereal, the Captain Crunch for some reason. I think because of the colors. And I'm like, what? So yeah, you're doing a great job on that because I obviously didn't know what it was.
Thank you.
But that's really cool that you're adding like more like a gamification aspect to it, to the feed, because usually it's like people, when I was more active on it, was just people like asking to follow each other or to like kind of like trade with you, or like make a collectible that they were going for like a certain price and they would buy it, kind of interacting like that. So to have like some kind of game makes it like really fun. I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if VeVe will want to make it official because at the end of the day, they're still collectibles. They're not a gaming company, So, but I think in collaboration with VeVe Discord, we can make something happen fun for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. And what about your thoughts on that, Hinano, bringing like collaboration with the feed and the Discord with the gaming?
I think any kind of collaboration and cohesiveness to kind of like bring information to like one central zone is really good, because a lot of us are scattered if you really think about it. So I think that's a really good idea. And I want to really point out, MasterRoni, that there's a lot of people here supporting you in this chat. I am having a hard time keeping up, but there's a lot of people here to support you, man. So I want to really give you your flowers. Shout out to the chat. Give him all the flowers he deserves right up here, because this has been an awesome conversation so far.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My friends from Discord, probably.
Yeah. Well, I see
you got a lot of friends, man.
A lot of friends. Yeah.
Let's go.
I see. And thank you for the memberships that was it Magic? I know Backdoor gifted some memberships as well as someone else.
Well,
Magic?
The Crypto Magic Hour has joined the ranks of the Uncommon microphones. So welcome to our family here. Let's go. But guys, for whoever got a membership, and shout out to Backdoor Kicks and shout out to the Dave bot behind the Crypto Magic Hour handle, you guys reach out to D. You get a free digital NFT from us. And since you guys have a 1 month free membership, you have the ability to enter our UCBC giveaways. We give away a huge giveaway once a month with slabbed comic books. So reach out to D, get your free NFT, and since you have 1 month of free membership, you can enter our giveaway this month. And then I'll explain something to you a little bit later at the end of the program, MasterRoni.
Ooh, what could it be? But I see, thank you, Backdoor Kicks. I see him in the chat, and I just want to talk about that too, because there was a song that came out, was it last year it was like around New York Comic Con. When was that? In October?
Yeah, New York Comic Con, yeah, before that.
Yeah, so... Go ahead.
I was about to say that's actually fine, because I was the one. I'm not saying I'm not taking their flowers, but I was the one that pushed for that song. I was literally every day, come on guys, because I knew my friend from Discord that I'm speaking with him every day, and I know he's rapping, and I was like, okay, girl, you need to make a song. I was like, okay, fine, and that's how everything started. Everything started. We had another producer on Discord. His name is Blackie Chan, and he's the one who made the song for them. Yeah, and they all collaborated, Backdoor and Cold Chilling, and I just pushed for them. Come on, like guys, every day, do the song, and that's how it made me so happy. I didn't want it necessarily, but I just made it for me basically. I just because I wanted, okay, let's do a VeVe song, and they finally did it. I was so happy about it, and then did a amazing job. And then we finally had some help from other people, and then they performed it live in New York, which was amazing.
Yeah, that was cool to see. Because someone, I forgot who took the video.
I saw the potential.
Yeah, that's great. So, do you do any kind of music yourself, or you just no? Not at
I just listen. I just listen.
Yeah,
I thought you were some music producer, man.
I know, that's
like,
what we thought
MasterRoni's a
too.
music producer. He was in.
I'm the
he was in
manager.
New York.
That's how they call me, the manager. I'm the
The
manager. That's what the
manager.
manager.
No, that's really cool. I just love to see like the collaboration, and like even though like you weren't officially like part of the rapping, singing, or producing, like you were still part of it, getting them out there, and encouraging them to put their music out there for the family to enjoy. And we know what they're talking about in the song and the music, because we're all part of the community. So yeah, shout outs to you and them too.
And shout out to VeVe Magic. She made it happen for them to perform live in New York. She made the magic happen.
She made the magic. I like what you did there. But yeah, that's really cool. So hope we can see more from them, from you guys, when they put something out. I don't know if do you know if they're working on anything else, anything new?
I think they're working on a new song. I'm not sure. We need to ask. I think he's in the chat. He can answer. I think they're working on a new song for sure.
Oh, let us know in the chats, or maybe they'll surprise us.
I push for it again every day. Come on, guys, let's finish it. Let's do this.
Let's put out another album.
Yeah, another album. I told them
you sure you're not the manager? You sure you're not the manager?
He is the manager. Yeah. They call him the manager.
Yeah, I just did it because I want to see. I just want to see the song come to fruition.
Yeah,
you're the guy that makes things happen. That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
I think that would be so dope too if like in the future they can have the music on VeVe. Like I don't know, what do you guys think of that? To be able to like how we have like the jukebox and stuff from Ron English, like wouldn't that be so cool to see like our friends like have their songs on VeVe and be able to like I don't know if we can have some animation with some collectibles, like if like because the collectible is coming out tomorrow, Magic and Corey and MC, like if because they're part of the VeVe fam first, like in the community, and then they became Epicode, like wouldn't that be so cool if we had like Backdoor Cakes, Cold Chillin', their songs like as in the music behind the collectibles
as like background scores. That would be so cool. Dee's onto something, because I know I remember listening to Ben on I think it was on Millie Space talking about like how it's really hard to get licensors to like agree to certain things, especially in the music industry, because you don't know where the license is or how it's negotiated at the time that these songs are created. But like turning to community like Emoji or Backdoor Kicks, who are independent and can release this and then maybe go viral one day, I think that is a really good avenue for them to like maybe explore in terms of going to the community and dropping their own music. They already have the curator program for comic books. I'm definitely looking at that, by the way, you guys. But like maybe a curator program for music or something of that content. Maybe not even music. Maybe you could do like scores and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think about that, MasterRoni?
And you know what? I think that if the community asks for it, I think they're gonna do it. Honestly, if we ask for it, I think they're gonna do it because they're gonna make sales. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it'll be like instead of like really outsourcing to like another company internationally or like here in America, it's like you're kind of working in-house, right, with people who are already here, who have been here, and they essentially know everyone. So I don't know. That could be. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get on Discord and put my idea in there.
Well, here's a good example about using the community, to kind of help further this space, and it's these three right here. I mean, they came from the community. You got VeVe Magic, you got Corey, and you got My Collectibles. I think this is really awesome. I am definitely going for this, and I think this is just a really good example of what VeVe can do in terms of independent. This goes back to the whole music thing, right? Already, I mean, obviously this is an Epico drop, but these are community members right here. We have some of them that's in the chat right now, and I'm going to tell you, Magic, your character has the best power. I don't care what anyone else says. When you bend reality right there, it's it. It's game over. Sorry, MC. What about you guys?
Her description is crazy. Like
It's crazy.
Have you read the description? Like that was crazy.
Yeah.
It has like crazy powers for sure.
And I think that's really cool, right? Like, okay, so they're all parents right here. Can you imagine their kids? Like, my mom and dad are video game heroes. I get to play my mom and dad in a video game. And so I think that's a beautiful thing. I know my daughter would be like freaking going crazy with her friends because she's a gamer right here. But what do you think about this? About them using community members? I mean, we've already had David, Dan, Eagle. And so now we have like our first round of content creators right here. You know, I can imagine seeing a Randy Chavez with a cat next to him or something like that. I can imagine seeing all that stuff. I am pushing for a BE breaker of desks. Okay, I want to see that. But anyways, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think it's all about popularity. If popularity is there, I think everything is possible for sure. And imagine it would be cool for all of us to have opportunity to be a collectible somehow. Like in the future, if they do some sort of program, okay, you want to be a superhero, we can do something, like some sort of program, and we can all be immortalized in a collectible, basically.
I like this right here. I'm sorry, I had to cut you off. It says, my kid has already downloaded the game. Going to be so incredible and surreal when he can play a game as me. That is a beautiful thing right there. I love that. That is so cool. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, oh man, my thought just left me. It was about collaborating VeVe and, oh my gosh.
Epico?
Yeah, and it was about using the characters, and I had the thought, and then just reading what Magic was saying. Oh man,
it's okay.
It'll come back to me.
I derailed her. So, well, anyways, let's get back to this right here. So these are our community members. I can imagine there's gonna be more. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Going with like the whole what Ronnie was saying. If in the future we could like use certain amount of MCP, or depending on your rank, or burning Omi to like potentially buy yourself and buy like a spot to become Epicode. Then that way the two platforms can like be like collaborating together. So you burn either MCP points or Omi, and then you get a chance to like have your own potential avatar. I don't know. That was my idea. I know it doesn't sound as grand as I thought it would be.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. When it comes from the VeVe aspect, they would have to probably because we heard from Ben that it takes a lot of work to producing these collectibles. I'm sure they got to work with Epico about that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that maybe they can't have a Ready Player Me type of program where you can design your own avatar and still play it in the game versus like having a collectible, right? But that is a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, that'll probably give people like an incentive to, hold their MCP points for, a chance to be able to have their character like that, instead of, just like using it on comics and collectible drops. Like it's something, if it was announced ahead of time, like, oh, on this date and so during this time period, you're able to use MCP points or Omi, and you'll be able to, put in your submission to be able to do this, to get your character in. I don't know. just an idea. I know Ben is here, so Ben, please write that down on your to-do list to get that for the community.
A request list.
A request list, to-do list. Yeah, sorry.
Also, request list Darkwing Duck as an actual, we can actually buy it and have it in our vaults, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not too much stress, right? Anyway, okay. So going back, because we kind of got a little bit of place. If you could talk to us about a post I saw that you're wearing right now on your shirt that you customized, I think, right? I kind of want to talk about like in real life meetups, and because VeVe put out their calendar that they're going to be going to certain places. I kind of want to talk about first of all, if you're doing this just for yourself, or if you're making more shirts for people and customizing it with their name, and also where we can get it if you're doing that. But I wanted to go back to like the first time
Extra
that
large.
you.
I got you. Just say the detail.
Let's go. Yes.
Oh, I'm going for the kid. No,
if you like anyone, I can make it for everyone. It doesn't matter.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We'll trade. Trust me. There's something that you'll like from us. We will trade. Let's do that.
But I wanted to go back on like the first time that you decided to come out behind the computer and the screen to go to a first time meetup. Was that like, how was that for you? Like, just to come out of your shell, from the screen, and just to go and meet like these strangers that you've never met before in real life. And how was that for you?
My first time meetup is definitely behind the story behind this bad boy here. This is
Let's go.
This is my first meetup. That was in London, Deacon. I think it was 2022. Yeah. So that's where I got my VeVe tattoo. That's where I made a few friends. I didn't speak with too many people because I'm a shy person. I'm a super introvert. So I just been there, got my tattoo, I spoke with a few friends, and that's it. That was just the beginning. And then my second meetup was in France, I believe, which was super fun. And then what was it, like 2 years later? I had so many more friends. We had fun. It was a huge experience for me. And other than that, we just have regular meetups in London. We have a group in X called with all the London friends. You know all of them. We probably like
Oz.
every fourth. Yeah, Osman. Yeah. Who else?
What you got? You got
Mr. Falcon.
California Comics.
Yeah, especially him. He was sick last time. He couldn't come, but I think the next meetup, which we were planning anyway, but it was a good coincidence that VeVe announced that they're gonna go to London Comic Con, so now we can meet all of the fans there. So yeah, we have every 4 or 5 months we have a meetup in London. Other than that, that's it. Yeah, we just meet up in London every 4 months.
The meetups are very special, and I kind of want to also like equate to you about like, so in 2022, that was when we did our first meetup, and I'm not a nervous person, but when I went to Decon in Anaheim, I got nervous. I got nervous as soon as I got in that building, and she looked at me, and she's like, "What's going on with you?" I'm like, "I'm nervous." Like, why are you nervous? You're never nervous. I don't know, because you're meeting these people that you've been watching on TV, and I experienced this in Vegas. So when I went to Decon 2022, we looked at all the YouTubers as rock stars and superstars, because they really are. We were watching them on TV. So the first person I saw was VeVe Vibes. He's Digital Vibes now, right? And he's so tall. I said, D, look, there's VeVe Vibes. And she's like, go talk to him. I'm like, you go talk to him. Like, and she's looking at me like I'm a wuss. And so we start walking there, and no joke, we turn the corner and we bump into my collectibles. Like, just we accidentally bump into my collectibles, and that was it. He was exactly who he was. I think he's still in the chat, but he's exactly who he was when we bumped into him. The same dude that we saw on YouTube. And that was it. That kind of ripped the Band-Aid off. I'm like, if that guy's the same person that's on TV, then everyone's the same. And you couldn't shut me up after that, Ronnie. I was talking to I talked to the guy in front of me. We found out there was some dude named Franz that was he was actually in Hawaii, but he lived in New York, but he was doing like some type of like I don't know, some walkabout thing in on the island of Kauai. So he was in front of us. Behind us was this guy named Anesthesia Penguin. I don't know if you guys know the guy named Anesthesia Penguin, but another collector. I don't think he's here anymore, but we talked to everybody in the line. I've met VeVe Meister. I've met so much people. And where I'm getting at is that in real life meetup is what helped conceive this podcast, because we had such a good time meeting people, talking with them. We didn't want it to end. So how could we do that? How we're doing it right now, right on the internet. We can continue the conversation. And that's why we exist. It was because we went to DCon 2022. And then fast forward, we go to Vegas. And this is what was weird. And D, you can kind of know where I'm getting at. The people we hung out with was our friends that we've met throughout 2 years, our audience, our supporters. And what was so weird is, could I have your autograph? I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Like that was the first thing I told the guy. Like, why? Well, because you're on TV. I'm like, that's okay, right? It was just a shell shock for us, right? One of our friends, who is a level 100, by the way, said that we were rock stars to him, and I said, no, shut up, man. We're not rock stars. But then he explained to me, like, we have been watching you guys for so long that to us, you are these things. And so it was hard for D and I to like understand that concept, because we're really not that type of people. But it was just very interesting to experience that with the community. We had such a good time from 2022 until now. The progression of meeting people, networking with people, it's been such a fun time. It's changed the way that we do things in life. My wife is way more confident with things. She's on camera talking to you guys. So it's just been a really awesome experience with these in real life events. I don't know. Can you say the same?
Yeah, they're definitely unique. I love them, especially now that I get the chance to finally come in US in what is it, November, New York Comic Con, October. Yeah, I'm so excited. They're so unique. It's a different, and I'm more excited than nervous to finally come to New York Comic Con and meet all of you guys. Hopefully, I can see you guys there also.
So unfortunately, it probably won't be both of us. It might be just one of us, unfortunately. Mainly because of the baby. We kind of was talking about this the other day when they dropped the plans. Vegas for sure, 100%. We'll see you guys this year. But New York, it'll probably be me. I'm trying. But I would love to meet you, man. I would love to, just have a sit down. And like, I'm telling you this right now, MasterRoni. I am what they call portuguese. That basically means I can't shut up. I won't stop talking. So you might run away from me. I know Oz and some of those guys did that.
I'm sure you find interesting things to talk about. I'm not worried about
that. So is this going to be your first time to US, or you've been here before?
No, my first time. Always been my dream to visit US, sure. And especially New York. Even though it's going to be cold, and I don't like cold. I think it's going to be cold in November, right? October? That period.
Yeah, but you live in a place where it's cold too.
No, I want to visit and travel to somewhere where it's hot but cold.
You gotta come to Hawaii. You gotta come to Hawaii.
I want to wear my T-shirt. Yeah, I will.
Come to Vegas. Let's go to Vegas.
It's slightly warmer than New York.
We've never been to New York either. We've never been there. It was a big thing for us. We really wanted to try to make it, but mainly long story short, life has changed for me. And so the company I work for is getting sold. So there's some stipulations that involves me to be here when I can't leave. So that kind of hampers D as well, because, there's not a lot of people that can watch our kids. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do 2 this year, just probably 1. And Vegas looks like it's more possible, but I'm going to still try.
Yeah. But that's really cool that you're coming out for your first time to US, and what better place than this big city in New York, and you'll be just surrounded with the fans, so I'm sure you're going to be just welcomed in, and it's like a second home. But when you're here, do you have like plans on like things that you want to do in New York, or besides the VeVe event?
Bagels, pizza and bagels.
Bagels and hot dogs.
Pizzas and hot dogs. I'll probably half of my time I'll probably just visit. I still need to figure out what I need to visit. And half of my time is just related to VeVe. That's it. Everything VeVe.
That's gonna be
my
so
plan.
cool. Yeah. that's gonna be really cool, and I hope whoever goes can like share pictures or like a live stream. I know like the signal sucks from what people have said in the convention centers where they have the events. So maybe not like a full live stream, but yeah, that'd be cool to see anyone that posts videos or pictures, just so we feel like we're there as part of the
We'll
family.
live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
I'll live stream on Discord for sure.
There you go.
Oh, he's really enticing us to go to that Discord.
We're on it, Raven. We're on it. Before you go though to these events,
Join
make
the
sure you
cult.
grab one of these, okay? Grab one of these. You're gonna need one of these when you go to a Comic-Con because you're gonna have fat eyeballs and you're gonna wanna put your book someplace safe. So you definitely want to get one of these.
Those are not so graded comics, or just raw comics?
Yeah, this is for raw comics. You know, if you want to get books signed and later, but then again, you might want to get them graded right there because CGC is there. But it's just something good to have. I took like 2 of those to Vegas. Well, I bought 2 in Vegas. I'm sorry. So
Do they
It's a
make
good
big
idea.
ones for slabs?
I don't
Probably
know if they
do.
make any for slabs, but Ben, you figure you can get them shipped from there, right? So you don't have to worry about that. It's mainly the raws.
Plus,
that you
it's a
pick up.
slab. You don't really need. I don't think you need much protection for a slab, right? You need the
Unless you
proper
get
protection for a
5,
rock.
though, man. If you get
Yeah.
5, because then you're gonna be like, well, might
You don't
have
want
to
them
ship it.
cracking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or manhandled and people trying to take it from you. Well, that's really cool, and I know
Yeah.
you're gonna have a really good time. Okay, we're gonna be trying harder to make it, at least one of us, to make it out there, because that's gonna be cool. And if anyone is interested in getting a shirt customized by MasterRoni, hit him up and see. Give him your designs, because that's really cool.
Take my
It took
money.
me a
Tell
while.
me
It
when.
took me a while to do the circle part, but now I figured it out. I got some.
Aha. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I try to my thing is I want to try and get like all the different shirts or hats from like people that make them in the community, just to have it and support them. There's a few that I gotta come up with, but I don't know. I gotta DM you and see where we can get one of the shirts from you.
Yeah, I would like a mighty shirt, but I'm not sure. I might get in trouble if I make a mighty shirt.
Oh, with the whole license thing, yeah, might
Yeah.
want to hold up on that or like tweak it just a little so it doesn't look exactly like it. Yeah, give him like a third leg or something. I don't know.
Third leg.
Give a third leg.
Pause.
No.
Sorry. Producer didn't like that. Hold on.
Okay. So we're getting really close to the tail end, but I kind of wanted to talk to you about the announcement today, MasterRoni. Not necessarily about anything NDA related, but mainly the future, because this is an announcement that we have been waiting for a very long time. I know you've been in the VeVe-verse for a while, so you kind of already have an idea of what we have to look forward to. But kind of give us your thoughts on the future of VeVe now that this has been announced. We've been waiting for a while. I remember in 2022, Dan and David, they came out to DCon Anaheim, and there was a preview. And so a lot of us have been waiting for this. You guys already know my stance on this. To me, this is like the start of something new when it comes to social networking, specifically in our fandoms. And guys, fandoms are crazy. So what's your thoughts on this and the future of VeVe with this announcement?
First of all, shout out to VeVe because they showcase. I was the only beta tester that showcased my video in that video, so that made me feel special. So thank you, VeVe. I don't know why. If I had to guess, probably Corey was that. So shout out to Corey.
Shout out to Corey.
He's the one who made it happen. In regards to future of VeVe, I think it's gonna be great, especially with the VeVe-verse. It's gonna probably affect the market in a positive way. Also, a lot of people are just gonna purchase stuff just for the VeVe-verse, so I think it's gonna be a positive things in regard to that sense. A lot of people will have fun for sure. Again, if anyone needs help, again, Discord again, they can tag me and I can help them with everything related to VeVe-verse. Plus, they release the videos, so there's help from everywhere. It's gonna be for a new user, it's gonna be overwhelming. So they're always gonna need help for that. But overall, I'm super, super excited for sure. We can all hang out there soon, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too, man. And so for me, like I said again, I really like the world building aspect. I like the fact that we can go and run around and kind of talk story and interact with each other. And I just like the fact that we are going to evolve from what we're doing right now. Like I said, I really feel like we're in a form of VeVeverse between Discord. You have your voice chats between StreamYards and live streaming. We have our chat. You got X Spaces where people come up and talk. Now, all that's going to kind of just mesh together, hopefully, in this new type of construct. So I think it's a beautiful thing. D, anything you want to add to this?
So you're talking about the launching. Yeah, it's exciting for me to be able to like create my own little world, my own little space. I have some ideas of what I have an idea of what it needs to look like in my head. Whether or not I can actually like put it out there is another story. It's gonna take me probably quite a bit to just get used to how to add things in it and use collectibles and such. But yeah, I think if we're able to like see like potentially like other people's spaces and how they do like the tricks that they do and what they use for like a wall or something like that, that will also give me like ideas of like, oh, okay, I didn't know I could do that, and be able to expand like my creativity and make my special room or special space, because I have an idea. But yeah, just gotta.
Another fun fact about this is that a lot of people will get hired, literally get hired, and already know personally some people that get hired to build spaces for someone. Yeah, so they get paid in Omi. So even I'm free. So if anyone wants to hire me, I'm down.
You're an architect.
There you go.
They're all
architects.
Yeah, architect. Yeah, I have experience. My Asgard is my CV. So.
So since you have experiences and you're also a contractor for hire, can you kind of maybe give the audience some tips on, what should they prepare to do before doing the VeVeverse? That obviously is outside the realm of the NDA.
Yeah, mostly what I'm gonna say, they already released all the videos on their official website, what they need to do, how to start. So all the basic stuffs like get your ready player me character. That's the first thing you probably want to do. Just make your character look how you look like in real life, or it doesn't matter. That's the first thing. It's pretty simple, and just don't rush. Don't rush when you want to build something. Find something specific, and it's probably going to take a few tries. For me, for example, so basically I spend hours and hours to build a certain part of Asgard. Then I realized I can make it better. I literally destroyed hours of work, and then I rebuild it. So yeah, it takes a lot of time. So people they need to have patience for sure.
Wow. So there's like no like but there's like well, that's a lot of things to undo, like undo.
Yeah, you have undo. You have undo. You can delete. You can do whatever you can imagine.
Over.
You can build. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. I might have to undo, delete
another space. Another space I have is called the Collector's Emporium. So basically, I just redo. I don't know if you guys saw the collectors in Marvel. The collectors space where he collects all the stuff from Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I rebuild that. I build that. So.
I see what you mean. The collector.
Yeah, it's like a huge building, and he collects like whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
all the Marvel.
You got
features.
Howard the Duck in a case in there.
Yeah, exactly that one. Yeah. No, I actually built that. So I built that entire space. I spent literally 20 hours, and then I realized that I can make it better. I delete everything, and then I started over.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of those that deletes multiple times. So just to have it, but oh man, I'm gonna have to find the time to like go and start playing in that when it's available.
I want to start from scratch. Like I want a blank canvas and just start building. I want to make shapes. I want to just like, well, that's not true. There is one collectible I want to start off with and build around that. But it's exciting, guys. Like I said, it's been years in the making for this. And I'm looking forward to diving into this. And I really appreciate you giving us your time to kind of like explain a little bit about this, as well as yourself. Now, unfortunately we gotta leave pretty soon because we gotta go pick up our daughter, and I hate cutting the time shorter than it normally is. But Dee, any questions you want to ask MasterRoni that I might have missed on your list, or just something in general?
Not really. He's I mean, a lot of things that we learned about him. I'm just, yeah, I hope I can get to see you and meet you in real life. Like, if not this year, then maybe, who knows, it might work out to where we can come over to Europe, and be able to see, the European family there, and get together as well. Because we've never been across American soil, well, except for like the islands, that we visited in the Pacific. So that's kind of, yeah, I hope I get to meet you in real life. And if not this year, it'll be Hinano meeting you, but that's okay, because he's, we're, oh, stop that. Excuse me.
Well, if the kid didn't need you 24/7, I would gladly let you go in my place. You know what I mean? I think that's the big issue. Our son has a tough time feeding with formula. So
yeah, we'll get
Dee's
there.
got to be around. Yeah, we'll get there though.
Yeah, we'll get there. We will see you one day in real life.
Yeah. Sooner or later for sure.
Sooner or later, yeah.
Sooner or later for sure.
It'll work, yeah. If not in the VeVe-verse, we'll see you there too, right?
That's
and
the closest
live
thing,
stream. Yeah, that's gonna be so exciting to like live stream.
Get some AR glasses and it's gonna look more realistic, like we are there in person.
Oh, okay. We're writing these down.
Yeah.
Stuff you need.
I got one last question for you. And it is something kind of similar that we kind of ask people. It's kind of like where you're from. Like, obviously you don't have to tell us like your address and your actual city you're in, but like give us an idea of where you are right now. So here's a good idea. Let me frame the question. So we live in Hawaii. We live out in the country. And so we were having a conversation about Uber Eats before we started the stream, guys. And we told MasterRoni that we don't have Uber Eats where we are. And so we have it on the island, but only in small pockets. But we are Uber Eats. Basically, I have to go down and cook my food. That is Uber Eats, and I deliver it to myself. So, but we live in the country. In this small town that we live in, MasterRoni, you still have what we call paniolos, or cowboys. And so they still ride horseback on the highway. There's a lot of cattle ranches around here. And so we live in a very rural part of the islands. And so that's kind of the example is kind of give us an idea of where you are just in geographics.
That's how I used to live back in my country, Romania, very rural, close to nature. It was a huge difference compared to what I live now. But now I live in a small city, pretty chill city, very safe. Maybe like 1 hour from London, just one train. It's pretty easy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's easy. It's just, I love it. I love this. Except the obviously the weather.
Yeah. Is it like countryside over there? Is it more like, I mean, because you say you're on the outskirts of the city, right?
Yeah, no, I'm in a small city. It's not really countryside, no.
Okay.
But there's a bit of greenery around.
Yeah, the only depiction we get of like the UK is from Doctor Who episodes, because like Dee's favorite fandom from your guys' side of the pond is Doctor Who. So we kind of look at all like Wales, and it's very countryside. Sometimes Alex will send us some pictures of where he's from, very countryside, cobblestones and all that stuff. So it just interests me to kind of like see and hear where other people are from. What's like a go-to meal for you? And I know it ain't beans on toast. That's just kind of a joke.
Yeah, it's definitely. I don't eat English food at all. Thai food is my favorite. Chicken curry, probably. Chicken curry. I just had a special fried rice before I came to the stream, so that's one of my favorite meals.
These hungry.
What is the special fried rice?
Trying to eat clean. Yeah. Other than that, protein pancakes all day, every day.
Oh, I love pancakes.
Protein pancakes.
Protein pancakes. Ooh,
I made them myself.
Oh, nice. What I like to make, well, I haven't made it in like years, but when we do have the actual fruit, the breadfruit, I love to make breadfruit pancakes. Those are really good.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, it's basically just the breadfruit when it's ripe, and you make a little patty, and then you cook it on the stove, and there you go.
She's the
He's
producer,
always
everybody.
talking. Yeah, this has been cool. There's so many different aspects to what you've shared with us. So appreciate your time
Yeah,
with
man.
us,
Thank you for
MasterRoni.
having me.
Yeah, and before we close, we always ask our guests this. Did you have any questions for us? Anything you
Anything.
want to?
Except my
Well,
social security number. That's all.
mostly anything.
What do you guys do for a living? That's what I'm curious.
Okay. I can kind of say it without kind of saying it out loud. I am in communications. I've been in communications ever since the year 2000. What does that mean? Because it's very broad. Well, in a nutshell, I'm a telephone man. I've been in communications from the time when I used to be a lineman. I used to climb poles. I used to run cables in sewers. I've been in the ocean where we connect the fiber optics to land. So
Wow.
I started off that. And then I started doing a lot of service back then. And so I've worked my way up where I'm in a private company now and I'm a manager. And so I manage a lot of the installations as well as I also manage the networking aspect of it because we have like thousands of customers all over the place. We do what we call it's called hosted PBX, where we have phone service via VoIP all over the place. So we're not necessarily a company that services just the state of Hawaii, but globally. And so that's in a nutshell what I do. And Dee is my office manager, so she's my boss.
Wow.
I help around.
So you need to buy a new iPhone now. That's just
Yeah, apparently.
What's a company? I need a new company phone.
I got called out. Well, I'm not the owner.
Purposes.
I'm not the owner. No, I'm not the owner. So, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, in a nutshell, that's what I do. I've been doing communications for years. On top of that, my first job, and I used to be a torch lighter, and people are like, "What the hell is that?" In Hawaii, we have these luau's, and so the hotels here on the coast they hire young guys to run and light up all the torches in the resort. And there's one resort that's like really huge, like you need a tram to catch from one side to the other. And I would have to run. How many torches I had to light? I think it was like 45 torches. And so I had to run to every torch, and they were like 15 to 35 feet away from each other. I'd have to run, light the torches, and there were 2 torches per post, and I'd have to blow what they call a conch shell. And so, and that's weird because you gotta anyways, you gotta blow that. You hear, ooh, you light it, and you run to the next one. Light it, boo, run to the next one. And you're in like what we call a malo, and that's basically like an underwear. So I'm literally
loincloth.
Exposed while I'm running. And I did that my entire senior year. They paid good. They paid me $100 to run around in an underwear and light some posts. So, and then I went straight into communications after that.
That's
so from
cool.
lighting torches to communications.
That's 2 different things, but yeah. I've worked like in so many different industries and places, but the most current, or at least before baby, is like Hinano said, I worked with him in the office part of the company, and then I also was working for a local organic farm here in town. So I would be the one to like sell at the farmers market at the booth. Mainly like their main product is strawberries, because I think we're like the only farmer on the island that grows like a lot of strawberries, along with like other root crops and leafy produce and stuff. Yeah, I haven't gone back there since he came along. But when he's definitely older, I may go back. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, that's just kind of basically what I do. I just stay home with this guy and we travel together. Yeah. But Yeah, what about you? I mean, besides what we talked about earlier, before the stream, is there something you can share without like really doxing too much of your life?
Not much. That's all I do for now. Just have 2 jobs. Started college. Pretty busy all day, every day.
Nice. Yeah.
Mostly I work in the gym now. I just make a lot of protein shakes.
Oh, are
That's
you like
it.
a trainer too?
I have a fitness instructor diploma, but I didn't start it yet. I realize it's probably not for me to interact too much with people, I guess.
But
He's
that's
saying
good
hi.
though.
He wanted to say hi.
Hello.
He's like smoothies or protein shakes. Oh,
Protein?
that's a good
Someone
start.
said protein? I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool though. You never know like what people really do besides, what them more for like what they collect, in this community. Trying to talk. He's always talking when I'm talking. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's really cool though. Your whole mighty collection. I can't wait to see more of that once we're able to have access. Sorry guys. Here you
It's
No
all
go.
good.
worries. No
It's
problem.
all good. Yeah, no, this has been a really awesome conversations. But before we go, guys, we are running a giveaway. Let me show you guys what we are giving away today. I want you guys to type in the chat. I'll give you guys a few minutes to type in hashtag beans on toast. And no, we don't eat beans on toast, but that's just a catchphrase down there. But guys, this is what we are going to be giving away today. It's going to be a Duchess Dorsalina or one of the fiches. Actually, not one, but 2. We're going to be giving away 2 fiches. I got 2 promo codes for 2 lucky people in the chats, but you're not also going to run away with anything as well, MasterRoni. You are going to get this VeVe Light Parade from Kid Arcade. This is since St. Patrick's Day is coming up. This is a really cool NFT from last year right here. This is the VeVe logo on a 4-leaf clover. Actually, it looks like a 3-leaf one in my opinion, Arcade. You're also going to get this golden podcast ticket, which will allow you to enter our giveaways. This is a one-time entry into our giveaways. Normally, we have it gated behind an NFT or a paywall, but with this ticket, you can trade it in and enter one of our giveaways for a slot on our prize wheel. What we do every month, MasterRoni, is we give away slabs, raw comic books, and some digital collectibles. 3 winners, and you have a chance to enter now whenever you decide to use this ticket. And lastly, MasterRoni, we are going to be giving you one of our own pieces right here. This is the Real Uncommon, which is a slab. Now, this one is kind of rare. We haven't really been giving these one out. This one actually is our what is this one called again, D? It's the foil variant right here. So, and this is a depiction of myself, my daughter, and then also my kid. Now, there's some other ones here. If you collect all of these other ones, then a physical may be in your future. But this one right here, I believe there are only 12 of them. So you're going to get one of these for coming on. We really appreciate you. This also gives you utility in our Discord. So right there, my friend, you're going to get this VeVe logo on a clover. You're going to get our podcast ticket, and you're also going to get the slab. Thank you so much for giving us your time. And D, anything else you want to add to this?
No. Sorry. No, those are really cool NFTs, especially this slab, if I must say so myself. And this one was done by Davo, another member in the community. Here you go. There, everybody say hi. Happy now?
What's up, big guy? All right.
Yeah, we
Thank you
just
so much. I really appreciate
time.
it.
Yeah, thank you.
I wasn't expecting it. I really wanted one of those gold tickets. So that means a lot.
Oh. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. And so, like, how this works is whenever you decide, and I'll announce it. I do that every month where I put a post out, and it's called the UCBC giveaways. It's called the Uncommon Comic Book Club. We have a slab wheel where there's like 5 slabs, and if you're the lucky winner, you have a chance to win one of those and a few other things. So I'm really stoked that you're going to get one of these. And like I said, again, thank you so much for giving us your time. You're one of the guys that we've wanted to talk to for a while. I've been telling MasterRoni, we've been wanting to talk to people over the pond, and we're finally able to do that in 2025. So let's go. But before we go, I kind of want to give you the stage and kind of give some words of wisdom and some final words for the audience before we let you go.
So, what should I say? You put me on the spot.
It's okay. It's all. I mean, it's
all
good.
all about love, and stay positive, guys. Collect what you love. Again, if you are in VeVe, if not, and thank you for having me. That's it. That's all I want to say.
And you're always welcome to come back, man. Once we have someone come on,
thank you.
We always have an open invitation. Or if you ever want to promote something, just message D and I. If you need help, anything, if you want to promote your game, we're 100% behind whatever we need to do to help you promote that.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, guys, we're going to run this giveaway. D, if you are able to, close out the show while I get the giveaway tool ready.
Yeah, thank you everybody for being here in the chats. Thanks for coming out and supporting MasterRoni and us as well. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, and thank you to MasterRoni as well for your time. I appreciate you just coming on and sharing with us about yourself and your love for VeVe. And everybody, go check out the VeVe Discord. Because I will do the same thing, too, and just checking out all the channels and getting more involved in there. But thank you, Roni.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Hirano.
Yeah, and thank you as well, producer, right there. But guys, let's get to this beans on toast. Let's see who's gonna win the first Fishes promo code of the night. Good luck, and maybe the juju be with you. Raven!
Oh, Raven!
Let's go.
She always wins.
His hands are for you, Raven.
Raven.
Congratulations.
Sweet.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
Discord always wins.
Yes.
Discord for him.
Raven somehow always has the cheat code, but shout out to you, Raven. Well deserved. And for the last Fishes promo code of the day, I keep saying night, it's still daytime. Let's go, guys. Good luck. Final winner of the night.
Let's see.
VeVe
Magic!
Let's go, Magic.
Nice.
Big congratulations to you.
Congrats, Magic.
I will DM your guys promo codes as soon as the stream is over. And guys, that has been the live stream. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today, guys. We really appreciate everyone for cruising and hanging out and for spending time with MasterRoni. Like I said, MasterRoni, you have had nothing but love throughout this entire chat. Shout out to Adro. I see you there, fam. I see you. And it's just a beautiful thing right here, you guys. Give him all the flowers he deserves right here, because this guy's a rock star right here. And my friend, I know I just told you to close out. Anything else before we go?
Thank you for everyone who tuned in, and yeah, thank you for you guys that having me, and made me feel very special for sure, and for the giveaways also, and for everything.
Let's go, guys. And with that being said, thank you so much, everyone. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care, and
So tune in every week and join the ride. We're the Real Uncommon Podcast, and we're here to provide